Yeah.
Hi, kids. Do you
That
like
is funny.
violence? Well,
Yeah.
Savage AF is the show for you. That's
Yeah.
what it is, y'all. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy
Officially,
2022.
officially. We made it. We got here,
We
y'all.
made it.
I don't know what we made it to.
Exactly. I mean, pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. And we goddamn made it to this point.
I
And
couldn't.
happy 2022.
By the way, Savage AF is the show. Welcome, RVA Gourmet, Stacy P, Nicole. I see y'all.
Stacy.
Well, as people build up here and the community comes together, I am Black Pedro.
Shang in the building.
To my virtual right is Shang there.
Shang, he called me.
Shane looked like I like his look today with the glasses. He looks like he got his a law degree in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then got himself free on the technicality.
Yeah. See, what it was is they couldn't find enough plasma splatter on me to actually indicate and facilitate to make sure that it was peripheralated that I was at fault.
There you go. That's what it is. AJ Fit representing that, fellas.
Yeah, that's what it was. Bro.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to RVA Gourmet said the purification of the gentrification.
Right, exactly.
Regurgitations within your own lactose system, okay?
Right.
Such that you will not be allowed, Your Honor.
Yeah, you couldn't really get me on that gun charge because everybody knows I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So they couldn't even, milk what they was trying to do, keep me in there longer. So that's why I'm out here, Savage AF, for y'all, making sure that it's, you know what I'm saying? It was a conspiracy. Yeah.
I couldn't, conspiracy. I don't know if this was...
Wow, AJ Fit went in. He said, looking like I sell single cigarettes in the
See, that's what I said. I said, it looked like he got his law degree there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nigga, you want, come on, nigga.
They call squares. They call squares, goddamn.
They call them squares, nigga. See, AJ Fit, let's go,
nigga. RVA Gourmet says Shank Redemption.
Y'all really gonna go there, and this is Pedro's fault. He started this shit.
Sorry, man.
But no, that's all his fault. But Savage AF, we brought to you by us.
Yep.
Yeah, this us.
You know what it is. And we're here Monday through Friday live on YouTube and Facebook, or Meta World Peace thing, whatever they call it. Monday through Friday. Mondays and Friday we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Right.
We have the channel crawling for you at the bottom of the screen. You see it moving? You see it moving? YouTube.com/C/Savage World, all one word.
And make sure you go to the page.
Archived.
Go to the YouTube page. This year, 2022. You understand me? Mm-hmm. 2022. You see, bam, 2022. We need more and more followers on the subscription page of our YouTube. And if we don't get it, it'll be a problem because I will visit your houses. I'll break into your refrigerator and I will wipe my balls on all your bread, put it back. And then every time you eat a sandwich.
That's what you get for keeping your bread in the fridge.
There you go. Subscribe,
y'all. Get in. Damani Jones in the building. JRA NYC. He said Shang is going to be in the reboot of Oz. All right.
You know what? The people in the feed be going hard in the paint. And you know what I'm saying? I will make sure that I'm going to send a procapplication to each one of y'all in your mail for you trying to besmirch my credibility and my honorable
besmirch.
Besmirch. Yes, yeah, see, that's a real word.
Stacy P, thanks for making it to the East Coast Countdown. Thank you to San Diegans. For coming out to the Laugh Factory. Had a great time, man. I don't know, Shang, if this was 2021 saying goodbye or 2022.
And this really happened, people.
Step right up. But end of the night, shout out Nick Alexander. He hosted that night, did a fantastic job, burnt it down. So, we all have fun. End of the night.
Yeah, to a point.
End of the night, the club, they own a condo right across the street, literally across the street from the club.
Really nice condo.
It's downtown San Diego, Gaslamp District. packed out. The three of us are walking over to the condo, and there's a brother,
Right.
obviously down on his luck, older than me for sure.
Standing against the wall.
Not against the wall. The door that we need to go into to get into this building. He's standing and vertically shitting on the wall. Like there was a vertical brown stripe on the wall.
He put his ass cheeks against the door and shit, and a streak of shit ran down the door and
got into the vestibule of the building itself. So as you open the door, I couldn't tell if 2021 was shitting on its way out or 2022 was coming in ass first.
Right. But and then after he shit, he walked right past us, looked at us like, yeah, nigga, that just happened, and kept going. It was
down on his luck, obviously, but that was it was just not a great moment.
And then we go in, and Pedro had a little bit of sippy, and almost threw up because the shit smell was so strong. It was like,
it got in my nostrils. I have a really strong gag reflex around.
And he was like,
smells like dog, like even like when I had a dog, like. Or even when I help my mom out with her dog and like picking up shit, like it's a thing for me. Like I have to look away and hold my breath so I don't get any whiff of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, huh?
And then he was so hungry
I'm
and
in
high.
The like, huh?
He went out and got some food. After the shit stain was there, comes back, falls up the steps. That's what I'm talking about.
Trying to run from the shit smell.
Running from the shit.
Drop some food. It was
running from the shit.
I hope it was just the way 2021 was ending.
He just got shit streaked, and I was more like, what the fuck? But it happened.
Even since then, I can still like reminisce and smell a little bit, and I'm like, man, so I think though that was 21 saying goodbye. Because I'm looking at brighter days ahead, man.
I think it was an indication of what 2022 is going to be. So I'm going to tell you right now. But the thing is, while we have that happen, and make sure that you check us out on the podcast versions of the show. By the way, we are number 200. You ready for this?
On the moon.
In Ireland, real shit. In Ireland, France, our podcast, fuck with us. Y'all need to fuck with us. France, Ireland, I can't say the other one. Algalwega, some motherfucking place. So around the world, we doing good.
Places we can't even pronounce.
Exactly.
Places y'all can't even pronounce.
You can't even say it. You think you can say it, but you can't say it.
Nicole,
I was gonna say we on all these different platforms. Why don't you tell them what the platforms are? I'm gonna put this right here, and then you tell them where we at.
iTunes, Google Play, Slacker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, all of that, man. Wherever you get your podcasts, good man.
Wherever you get your podcasts, good man.
And because of my,
know what? Fuck it. You know what?
Nicole A said I won't be able to have kids because of my shitnicity.
No, you'll be fine. Eve's Apple says 2022 is gonna be shitty. I agree.
I don't know the future. All right, I think that was a sign from the past. That was a ghost of turd past.
I don't know. It seemed like the ghost
come to say future. Goodbye.
But we got through it, and we're gonna get into it today. This weekend, I can't even say no.
JRANYC says 2022 is the year of having 2 sex partners at a time, brother. Hey, holla, reach your goals, man.
Yeah, if you're religious, from your mouth to God's ass.
That's it.
I don't know if that makes sense. If God is a woman, because God is a woman, if there is a God. But I don't believe in all that stuff. And wait till you see I'm writing this one out. My one about religion is my SHANGRY tomorrow about religion. And the bullshit of religion is really going to make us lose or win followers. But not today, though.
Not today, y'all. We got a show for y'all today, man. Savage AF is the show. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro comedian Shang. You know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we're gonna get into it because we do have to make this a short one today. So we're gonna fly through some topics for y'all. We're gonna end with a Shangri. We're gonna talk about a new bill, and
It's a new bill.
Shang is gonna spearhead and get this through. It's the Beat Republican Bitches Better Act. I'm fully behind it already. Just off the title.
Thank you. It took me a while to write this specific bill, and I think that this is a bill that we as a people, like what I learned in Block C, we as a people need to really take this into full account and wait till that nigga's in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
He loses footing and shit. All that.
Yeah, man. You come in with your shoes on and nigga got his feet. You just, you know what I'm saying? But that's the side for now. We're going to move on.
All right, y'all. Before that, we're going to get into a Black Pedro pop-in today. Talk about the Book of Dro. Yeah. But before we get into that, man, Browning out. I don't know if you've ever done it, but we're going to talk. And actually, this will be more of a serious one, I think. Talk about Antonio Brown. Not doctors. I'm Shane, I don't know about you. I'm not. Shane's a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
I'm not a doctor.
You know I got my law degree.
Yeah. I am not a doctor, man, but CTE maybe for Antonio Brown, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer receiver. So let's talk about it, guys. But before we get into that, we do have a critical question, even more critical than that. Motherfuckers say what today? As a BASS-NADO hits Texarkana and drops fish from the sky. Let's talk about it, y'all.
Real shit.
People like, there's nothing going on with the weather. Come on, bro.
Yeah, right.
All right. But before we get into that,
South Central had pit bulls raining.
See?
So, so that happened.
Yep.
Good.
Who won a Staffordshire on their motherfucking head? Before we get into that, we are going to start today's show. It is Monday, January 3rd. We are in the week of the anniversary of January 6th. So let's see where we get. But today, Monday, January 3rd, 2022, y'all, first show of the year. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're going to start off with very classic. I don't know if you guys ever studied martial arts, but Kung Fu tends to, or certain styles of Kung Fu tend to mimic different animal style and animal movements as a style of fighting. Right. Snake versus crane.
Monkey.
Monkey versus
monkey,
tiger.
Which is more that type of shit. Snake is more.
That's
snake.
We're giving martial arts self-defense lessons on the show today.
And then,
well, today we have a very, very classic fighting style versus situation where we have the bird versus the silverback. The bird being Twitter, and the silverback being Marjorie, QAnon, Scooby-Doo, Taylor, Shaggy Green, Monkey Face, Ape.
Yeah.
She actually in that one, in that one before that with Scooby-Doo, she kind of had that's more of an orangutan face.
Yeah, she got
flat and the eyes are a little set back.
Well, obviously Marjorie Taylor Greene, being a person that has been kicked off of Twitter, being in the same family,
you're in the same sisterhood as her.
I mean, basically, they basically booted her ass off of Twitter, and it was about time. It should have happened about 6 months ago. Mine was saying some truthful shit. Hers was saying some patently false lie bullshit. And they finally, Twitter stepped up. I don't really give much credence to a lot of stuff on social media, even though we're on Facebook and we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube. I mean, I give Twitter tweet. I give them props for kicking this crazy bitch, this broadback bitch off the thing. I mean, it's about time. And a lot of the right-wing people are just furious. Like, she was our voice and I want her back.
Well, okay. So, for those who are throwing their little tantrums right now, Marjorie Silverback Taylor Green Goat Face is not.
I like to call her Man Chin.
Yeah, right. Man's chin.
Look at that
But
bitch's
she's not.
neck.
Yeah, she's not though. She is not fully kicked off the platform. Just one out of two of her, both certified, but one out of two of her certified accounts was banned from Twitter permanently, I believe.
Yeah, mine is still on hold, but I've been on hold for like 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, bro. You know, like you said though, Shane, this probably could have happened a good while ago.
Absolutely. Yeah, but the fact that Twitter was like, "Oh, we warned you one." Okay, bitch, listen.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So, damn. But the bottom line is she's still going to find other ways to raise money. She's still going to find other ways to just say things that and cause controversy because she's not about policy or trying to actually get shit done for the American public. She's about trolling and white supremacy and racist fucking tropes. And she's full of shit. And when I see her in these streets, I ain't gonna say shit because that bitch look like she beat the brakes off me. Look at that. Look at the neck on this dude chick. Good
We're
Lord.
getting a couple of Hulk Hogan references here.
Yeah.
So that's
when I put my racism down on you, brother. Yeah, she's obviously deserved more. She deserved not only to be censured, but I think that the bottom line is if you're in Congress and you say some wild shit like, yeah, they caught you sticking your finger in a baby's butthole, then that you should be not only charged, but kicked out of Congress. She's still a voice in Congress. She still can vote in Congress. She could be a speaker in Congress. And it's fucked up that we live in a country that just keeps letting caucasoids just get away with murder. I mean, not actual murder, but I believe that she probably has with those fucking claws of hers. I think she's killed a few things.
Well, I mean, she looks like she's standing over a kill right in that picture. They're like, "Rah!" You know how once they dominate you, then they get all vocal about the shit.
Yeah.
All right. So, but you know, let's see how long it takes for her to get her second one kicked off as well. Hopefully, I'm sure it shouldn't be too long after because you know she goes more batshit after this. But
she gets madder. Yeah, she gets madder.
Speaking of batshit, I'm gonna push through it because we'll see how far this goes.
We'll see how far it goes.
Yeah. See if there'll be more sanctions. Who else gets kicked off? But good for you, Twitter. So speaking of batshit, here's something right here that sounds just batshit crazy. And when I saw the headline and heard the story, I literally went,
"Motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah.
Gets me every time, man. It's a
good one.
Yeah. So a BASS-NADO. Some of you might be wondering what exactly that is, but it's that essentially. In a magical place called Texarkana.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, Nigga Trap America. You got your ass.
Gotcha.
It's that area where Texas and Arkansas meet, and and I don't think much else meets there. But they had
not intellect or rationale or common sense or dealing with reality.
We don't like to generalize, but yeah, that we don't consider that to be the cradle of knowledge anywhere on this planet. But so recently, these storms that have swept through, causing floods and all kinds of crazy conditions all across America, and then leading up to snow and things in other areas. Storm blew through there, right? Now, this isn't even a place, Texarkana, that has fish holding things near it, bodies of water, as they call it. It's not a coastal place. Storm came through a lake that was like, I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think about 60 miles away. The winds got so high, swept up what's called a spout. Never heard of that.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Where it basically gets a a pillar of wind, a tornado filled with water, up over a body of water like this lake, dragged that, and enough fish were in the right place at the wrong time, and got swept
bam.
up in that, and then as the storm moved over Texarkana and began to break up, and the pillar break, then the fish fell from the sky.
Yeah.
Now this seems like one of those areas where just biblical, it seems like the buckle of the Bible Belt.
But the thing about it is, everybody in the feed,
fish are falling from the sky.
It's the Lord's real. It's real.
It's one of the signs.
That's why I like to pray when I have snakes in my hand, and then when they bite me, hopefully the Lord will with that Bible that was actually edited by Simon and Schuster will actually make me come back to life. The fish thing, this is not the first time.
JRNYC said, "Fishes from the sky." Does anyone remember the movie The Seven Signs starring Demi Moore? See?
Yes.
I'm telling you, they're out there now. They're like,
this is first
sending darkness upon us.
This is one of the first signs. Now, frogs are next. Frogs are next.
Death to all the firstborn children.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to open up your faucet and blood don't come out that bitch.
Locusts.
Locusts. I mean, but the fact that this really happened, and people were like, no, is that actually possible? This has happened at least 4 or 5 times, but this timing of 2022 coming in and this happening really is a sign. First, it was hobo shit on the door.
Oh, shit on the door, man.
And then you got the fish falling from the sky.
Yeah,
and it wasn't, and this is the wild thing. I was looking on the news. It wasn't like, 2 or 3 fish. It was a substantial amount of fish.
Yeah, no, it was some fishes.
It's some fishes. Is that fishes plural? Is that or is it fish?
I think some biblical interpretations use that version of the word, but I was always taught that fish was both singular and plural.
Well, I was also taught that fish ain't supposed to rain from the fucking sky.
Yeah, they're supposed to be in the water.
And they're supposed to be in the water. And the bottom line is, anybody, you people out there, you fucking idiots, you backward trailer park, goober, dick boogers. Let me tell you something. The bottom line is, climate change is real.
It's bringing fishes.
Climate change, because if you look at, there's some areas where it's warmer, it's raining more than it normally does. It is the water levels, sea levels are raising and falling more than ever before. The what is it in Alaska? What's it in Alaska?
They had it was like 60 something degrees the other day, like almost.
Right, 70. That's unheard of. So that's global warming, you motherfuckers. And if we don't do something about it by going by using wind and solar and wind, then we deserve our kids to live in a fucking bubble. That's what I think.
JRA NYC making important connections. He's like, we went from Marjorie's vajayjay to raining fishes. So, this show, it's synergistic. It stays connected. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We try to make sure that they all tie together.
That's Marjorie Taylor Greene opening her legs over New York. the hammerheads.
Yeah.
But then you look at that graphic, which is obviously from the movie Sharknado, right?
Yeah.
And as dumb and stupid as that fucking shit sounded, like that's kind of what happened in Texarkana.
Except they weren't sharks.
They were bass. Yeah, they were bass. But
they
bass
were bass.
Can kick his ass. See, bass.
Yeah. No, don't let him get away. Get away. He's trying to drive off. He's trying to drive off.
The Lord has provided with airfish.
The bottom line is that at least a lot of people will get fish meals for the next 3 months because that's how many fish fucking fell. And all the cats are migrating to Texarkana right now. A lot of cats are like, man, that's the place to be.
Texarkana seems like the kind of town that would definitely have a Bubba Gump who's like, we could have fried fish, baked fish, grilled fish, sauteed fish. Got shrimp kebab, fish kebab.
Eve used to live in Arkansas, and now she's in Hawaii. By the way, fuck you and Hawaii, because it's so goddamn beautiful. You ever been there before?
No, I have not, man. No, I heard Texarkana is much nicer this time of year. The fish just fall from the sky.
No, Texarkana. First off, don't hate. Texarkana has some of the best fish fries now because you don't have to pay for it. They're cheap. You just grab one out of the sky. People don't believe it's for real, but it is for real. I have seen one where dogs rain from the sky. Well, it wasn't. No, it's because this dude threw his dog out the window. But that's the same shit. That's the same shit.
You happen to be walking by like, oh, this wasn't in the rain in the weather report.
And when the dog hit the ground, I was like, no, that really happened. I'm not. Everybody's thinking, oh, is that part of your little jokety joke ass? No, some dude threw his dog out the window and it hit off the side of a car and landed. And the noise it made freaked me the fuck out. It just freaked me out. And you know what? This is how fucked up I am. I didn't even try to help the dog. I ran. I ran because when he went boom, but I can't say shit. I've killed a dog before, so I can't really, I can't really say.
Well, there goes our SPCA funding.
There's our man. We were right there. We were that close. But no, fuck. You know what? Hey, you know what? Fuck these kids and fuck these dogs. Okay, I want y'all. You act like dogs can't rip your throat out. That dog had it coming, and he kept fucking with he got the right one that day, and I gave him the business. And I sent his ass to dog heaven, bitch. Fuck these dogs.
All right. So hopefully no dogs will fall from the sky. Hopefully no fish will fall from the sky in your area too.
Again.
That's crazy.
That would be crazy.
All right, man. So speaking of craziness, now you know that I don't personally follow the NFL anymore. But you catch these highlights and headlines.
Speaking of highlights, how Michigan do? Listen,
you know what? It was a disappointing.
We've been doing shows about this up to this point.
It was a disappointing, and it was a disappointing end to a fantastic season. So I'm very proud of that team. I truly wish they would have competed better on Friday, I should say.
Friday, it was Friday.
They got their ass whipped. They had nothing for Georgia. Georgia had everything in the biscuit basket. They were serving up hot ones. Yeah. Michigan had nothing.
And if you just saw Pedro's face, there was one point where me and Nick were sitting there. I guess one of the teams scored. I wasn't watching it no more because after the first fucking 2 touchdowns, I went, yeah, this a wrap. And this nigga went on the most cussing tirade. And we're in a bar. There's people around us. And people actually moved away from Pedro because he was like, fuck shit. God damn it. Fuck the fucking Georgia bitch ass. Fuck shit. God damn it.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. He said, God damn it. Milk bowl. Fuck. God damn it.
Y'all name
saltine cracker. Fuck Georgia.
Name one time y'all have heard me ever talk like that. Like literally.
Okay, Thank you. Wow. Nobody in the
doesn't
feed.
Even sound like
nobody in the feed gonna tell the truth. Nobody. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, see, people going, college football is not even competitive any longer because there's such an imbalance. I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, when you get to the playoff level, it's coming down to the SEC. Basically, one conference is getting it all in because now the championship game next Monday is going to be the third matchup this year between Alabama and Georgia. And,
I hope they both lose.
I don't know how it's not called the Saltines Cracker Bowl, first of all. Or, the Ritz Cracker Bowl. But I can't root for Georgia or Alabama. Those things can't come out of my mouth just as a non-Confederate fan. Sorry, South. But it's just a hard thing.
SOUFF.
And then
South.
It's the third time they'll have played this year. I guess it'll be their tiebreaker.
Right.
And then whoever wins will truly sort of make the statement. But
hold up, JR. The New York Knicks are the best pro team in the NY.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's not no thumbs up, motherfucker. That ain't nothing good. But no, I think that at the end of the day, we were talking about these fish things. I hope that the fish rain down right while Alabama is playing Georgia, and the whole fucking thing gets scrubbed. I don't want any of our followers to think I hate Alabama or people in Alabama or people in Georgia. I just collectively hate you both. So I don't want you to think I'm
Don't
taking
take it
hate.
personally. Yeah.
Right. I'm not taking hate sides. It's definitively both of you when it comes to your policies, thought process, not thinking about racial equality, history. I have a problem with you. Now, once y'all get your shit together, maybe I'll root for you. But I mean, I'll still do shows down there, but I want just my people to come to see me. But I don't want none of you rednecks, motherfuckers. Ugh. Y'all, ugh. Ugh.
Ugh. All right, y'all. Okay.
Yep.
So your boy, Antonio Brown, man.
Why?
Well, you know, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but
What you
I
about to say, Pedro?
I don't follow NFL, but
what you about to say, Pedro?
From what I have come to understand about CTE, which is, you know, the brain trauma disease that develops, or condition, I should say, that develops oftentimes in football players, boxers, and believe it or not, soccer players, from heading the ball, which is, you know, traveling up to 60 miles an hour as they head it sometimes. So repeated head trauma like that causes this CTE condition, can often lead all the way up to ALS. I'm sorry.
LS, violent outspurts. Actually, one player actually killed either his wife and kid. I'm not sure which one, because he was suffering from.
Well, yeah. So the thing. So yes, there. You know, a lot of it. Yeah. It's just this. It can lead to an inability to control your emotions, your anger, your reaction. You know, get easily frustrated and agitated.
And also, they said that the neurologically, I almost fucked that up. But you know, when you learn it from a book in jail under a small light, it's hard.
Had to read by matches, nigga.
Yeah, so fuck that. I still got
fall
my
asleep.
law degree.
The book catch on fire. You got to start over, nigga.
But the bottom line is, they also have muscle spasms. They're like
well, if they get all the way to ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, Lou
Gehrig's disease. It is that bad.
They end up losing all motor control essentially, but you still are aware of everything. So you're like just sitting there watching the world, and you can't control any of, you know, it's like,
it's bad.
It's like Stephen Hawking. It's like you end up reading, you know, a computer ends up following your eyes, so you can put words together, and a computer talks for you. Like it, you know, it is some serious shit. You know, it's why Junior Seau shot himself in the chest and committed suicide. Suicide is another unfortunate side effect of
it. And a lot of football players, including Antonio, that take so many hits and take so many like smashing fucking hits. Even though they're younger men, you know.
But he's been in the league a while, so
he's
football wise, he's not. And he, you know, has been in the league a long time, is a beast on the field, not a guy who shies away from contact. But I think what we're seeing now, and when we talk about this, all of this is to say, for those who don't know, so that we can properly set this up, is that yesterday, and I'm not even quite clear what the ruckus was or what the actual conflict was, but something broke out on the sideline, and they, you know, wanted Antonio Brown to go back in the game, and he was refusing to. So they were like, well, you know, fine, and get out of here. And he ripped off his shoulder pads and his shirt, and, you know, kind of made this whole scene on his way out. And it clearly just was a break from anything normal or professional in that sense. And you know, I think it was just, it's like a clear demonstration of all these signs that we're seeing. Like, and you got but you got to add in.
But that explains a lot of stuff with you too.
Hey, well, you know, but you gotta, but you know, I obviously didn't get
being a comedian.
But you gotta also factor in that he left his last team, I think, for throwing a football at a teammate, and and getting in the
That's not
scuffles
the
over
reason,
there.
Pedro. He shit on a door.
Well, hey man, been there, seen that, smelt
Been
that.
been there.
But
We've seen
but
that.
he's clearly, again, not a doctor, haven't diagnosed him, man, but he's clearly showing an inability to control his emotions, showing aggression, and needs help. And his now former, because the Bucks have released him. And he came onto the Bucks late last year and won a Super Bowl with them.
Right.
So he's a player.
Yeah.
But he did get he did lose his job over this.
YT Johnson said OJ called Antonio Brown's actions inexcusable. And
OJ, let's go background. Let's play the background on this one, bro.
But a lot of these football players, and what it does is, if you're a high school football player that goes into college, and this is something I think they should address as much as possible, or figure out a way to make the helmets even more, something. Something. They
gotta take the helmet away, and then cats will stop banging their heads together. To be honest, they got to go back to leatherhead shit if you really want to see it. JRANYC said his NFL career is over. Absolutely. I agree with that. Should be. And on top of that, I think we as a community need to worry about his and many other players' lives at this point over their, careers, because these careers are caught, like he's lost his career over the injury that his career gave him. And I'm presuming that he has CTE. This is not anything that's been announced or diagnosed, but
he's showing signs.
Obviously something's wrong. And if
it might be an emotional thing. It might be an emotional thing. His woman could have left him. There's a lot of stuff we don't know.
But again, this is just one incident in a slew of others, right? Like he's showing a pattern of behavior, not just this one incident or outburst, right? He's starting to have more and more problems, or what should I say, repeating problems, recurring problems is the word I'm looking for. For each team that he goes to.
Well, I'm hoping he definitely was a beast on the field. I'm hoping that maybe he gets some kind of help or something they could do to possibly help, and it doesn't progress to all the way to Lou Gehrig's disease, because once it hits that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
So RVA Gourmet dropping knowledge here. CTE can only be diagnosed post-mortem. So again, I was right though. He hasn't been diagnosed with it because he ain't dead. But no, I didn't realize that either. I thought it was something they could scan for.
That's why my man shot himself in the chest and said they could study what's going on.
They want you to study the brain.
Study his brain, because But you know what? I think that doing comedy, I feel like I have CTE. Comedy.
Banging your head on the wall.
Banging my head against these fucking crowds and doing comedy. So, I mean, I'm going to get it looked at. I mean, I know Pedro definitely got it.
What you talking about, man? I'll fuck you up.
Oh, man, see, hey, man. It's just one dude shitting on the door. Chill out.
My bad.
Yeah, it happens,
yeah,
man.
That was tough.
That was a little much.
But
that was a little much.
Antonio Brown has to stop playing football. Like, he should not play football ever again.
Fuck you, Pedro.
No. I mean, like, listen,
look at him.
The boy is talented. I don't think he's a bad person.
But it's the money too.
Money. He has to have enough money by now. He's multiple Super Bowls. He has to have the money. I mean, I pray he has the money. But he needs help. And I don't think it's just psychological. I think it's a physiological breakdown in his brain, to be honest.
Well, I'm hoping that he gets the help, because I mean, but I mean, I hope, I hope all y'all get help, because in 2022 we're gonna definitely need it. Savage AF, we're at a point in the show where I gotta let you know what we're doing with the show. Again, happy 2022 to y'all. Hopefully it's a good year, new year. I hope that y'all don't have to come home and find somebody shitting on your door. I hope that don't happen, and I hope that Omicron doesn't get you.
Boy.
But Make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify. You know what the deal is. If you like to subscribe and just listen, that's cool. But if you watch us, say by chance you watch us, you must click the little, click the bell. You click the bell, you make sure you do that, and you can check us out and tell your friends to subscribe to the channel so we can actually get this motherfucker popping to the level that it deserves. Boom. That. Now, look, wait, I almost did the Bill Cosby. Now. So
yeah.
So
all right, so we're gonna move forward here. Yeah, because I gotta
that's why, that's why I was like,
But here we go, y'all. As we do, move along. We're gonna move along a little something like, yeah.
Hey, this your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin', dog. Man, you know what's poppin' today? Ha! Me, feeling fresh, fly. Yeah, get it. Got an email from my manager that I booked something today. Booked a little gig.
Yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Little TV thing, man. And yeah, bro. Feeling good about it. Can't really talk about it right now, but nothing huge. But you know, and especially during this pandemic, like right before the pandemic, I picked up new management. And I mean, like in like the next week after I got with them, LA shut down. And you know, for the past 2 years now, almost, you know, I've been auditioning either at home or in my mother's house, taping myself, using voice recorders to tape the other parts. Wow. Trying to use my mom, my sister, friends here and there to you know, get these auditions in. And I'm telling you, man, it is truly fucking sucked as a process. Like auditioning is hard enough already. It really is. A lot of rejection, you know, a lot of hurry up and wait. It is tough. But to have to produce your own and do all of that shit.
But Pedro, you did it. You did it, man.
No, it feels good.
You did it, man.
Got one in.
Woo! He did it.
And then also though, when you have like new management, you feel pressure to book.
I don't
fairly quickly, because you know you just want to show them, hey, I got skills. Yeah. So you know there was all these little pressures, anxieties that come up every now and then, but very happy to book something and be working as an actor later this week.
I'm happy.
A professional thespian, which is a union gig.
It is, yes. Yeah. So I'm like, wee.
Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So I mean, the main thing is Pedro will be filming something, and then right after that is this little Spielberg movie that he got. I don't want to put that out there yet, but it's there. Yeah. I mean, it's happening, and whatever. I don't want you, you know.
Nah. It's not, like I said, it's not that big, but you
Pedro,
know, it's something.
Have you featured?
JRA asked if I featured with Ari Spears. I've hosted for him one time.
Right.
I worked with him once at the Ontario Improv for sure.
And
but just wanted to throw that out there, man. You know, because you see the shit on the door and the fish falling from the sky, and you're like, you know what? I'm on the next fucking rocket off this planet, and I'm just gonna open the exit and just get sucked out into space, and I'm out of here.
Hopefully, fish won't fall from the sky.
But this is a good sign. Something good happened. So thank you.
And then also letting you know, we were supposed to be doing the Bay this weekend. This nigga will be shooting. We ain't gonna be doing the Bay together. I'm gonna go do that, bitch.
That's the other thing that where it's bittersweet, because you know I look forward to all my comedy gigs as well. But of course, this conflicted with it, so I'm like,
But this weekend,
happy to do it.
It won't. Fuck it, he's still on the flyer.
But if you're in the Bay, catch Shang.
Yeah, catch me out at the Alameda Comedy Club in the Bay Area this weekend, January 7th and 8th. I will be there. You will be there. If you live in the area, come check me out. Pedro won't be there. It'll be some other person, or I'm just gonna hire the Tiger to open. I'm gonna have the tiger open up, and then maul a few people. Then I'm gonna come up and maul.
Yeah, I killed tonight. I literally killed.
I literally killed. So so it's good to follow a killer, and so but killer will be shooting mad TV shit. So that's good shit. Savage AF bringing it to you in your face. Thank you so much for you guys' support. Happy New Year to all of y'all. Hope that you both, all of you, have a good New Year, and it's not shitty like it started off for me. Like that bothered me. I mean, it didn't bother me physically like it did Pedro, but it bothered me mentally. I just was
hot.
It was not nice. So my Shangry though today, I just want to say my Shangry today is how I feel about some of the laws I'm working on in the new bill that I want to put out, and I hope that y'all support me in this. I think it's going to be a very good thing, and I hope that y'all will check it out. It goes a little something like this. What the fuck happened? I don't know what just happened. Hey, y'all, I have a new bit. I know it's usually the BBB, Build Back Better, but this is the BRBB, Beat Republican Bitches Better Act. Yeah, fuck these Republicans. All you Democrats, stop being little bitches, because all they're doing is walk around and act like nothing happened January 6th, and the shit did happen. The fucking shit did happen, okay? And they're trying to act like that. We need to do this, just like in this animation. We need to grab their ass and throw their ass away. We need to win this, because Republicans ain't doing nothing but spewing horrible lies. They do nothing but spew lies, liars, all right? We need Congress, that's right, Congress and the Senate that are Republican and Democrat. I say we just start knuckling up. Let's go. Other countries do it. They fight. They get it in. They get a few punches in. And I think we can take them. I think we can take them, because we definitely got more people of color. And people of color can throw hands. I think that we need to start just going at it. Everybody in Congress needs to get their ass beat. And I personally think, especially Bitch McConnell, and I think that Kevin McCarthy, I think we need to grab his ass and just boom.
He pulled judo out. That's a real move. He used the man's momentum against him.
Yeah.
Use his weight to. That's it.
There you go. So the bottom line is this year, because nuck if you buck, exactly. Okay, and it wasn't Antifa. Shut up, Eve. It wasn't Antifa, but it wasn't BLM. It was these racist, fucking scared little pussy bitches that actually stormed the Capitol because they're afraid that they're going to lose their grip on power, and they're going to beat motherfuckers with ladders, all kind of shit. So fuck that. We need to go hard when it comes with the January 6th fucking. We definitely need to go and get some of these people criminally fucking accountable for this shit. Trump needs to be criminally accountable for this shit. Absolutely, with his half-a-brain ass, and everybody in the Congress that actually back this motherfucker, and which is majority white males, need to get your shit together. So until then, I'm going to be pushing the Beat the Republican Bitches Better Act all year.
Beat the Republican Bitches Better Act.
Yes.
That's what it is, y'all. Damani was like, that dude looked like Ryu from Street Fighter with that one move, the roll. That was a good one. He was like, and you could tell he was a little older than the other guy, so he's like, yeah, let me show you this old school shit.
Let me show you.
Roll your ass. Let me roll your ass. Let me get nigga. Bitch, now what? Now see.
That
and
should
then
be.
And then he did the rollover to get on top quick.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, he went to do that's Joe Manchin needs that shit right there. He need to grab Joe Manchin and go, oh, so you ain't gonna vote on the act?
Yeah. All right, y'all. Savage AF. We'll be right back here tomorrow for you, January 4th.
Yes.
Until then, man, stay happy, y'all. Let's keep the shit off your doors, especially vertical.
Yeah, keep the shit off your doors. And also
it was vertical right down the middle.
It was bad. It was bad news. But again, this weekend, Alameda Comedy Club, make sure you come check me out. I will be there, and Pedro will be shooting something with a little director. I think it's Spike Lee. this weekend. I keep changing the directors. Make sure you support us. Make sure, I'm not telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you again, look, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Look, motherfuckers, follow us on the gram. Follow at Black Pedro on IG and follow me at Comedian Shang.
Yeah.
I got a little treat. If y'all want to see something, go to my IG. What I just posted is some of the weirdest, creepiest shit. In fact, I might even bring it on tomorrow on the show. But we will see then. And also tomorrow, I got my SHANGRY is about religion and people who follow religion. So if you are sensitive, you might not want to watch it. But if you aren't sensitive, like I think you're not because y'all are savagers, come check it out.
Tune in.
Tune in.
We'll see y'all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, you know what it is. Deuces, nigga.